Welcome, guys, to the Tom Pagano Show. You know it's Tuesday night and it's good times ahead, but I'm going to start tonight's show off with a fun video. You've probably seen it before, but you know what? I feel swing.
I'm feeling kinda swing, I just got to sing. Been low for a while, but now I got my style. I'm feeling kinda groovy, maybe a bit groovy. I'm taking this new feeling, it just keeps me healing. It's cool being a hero, I ain't no zero. I can do my thing, cause now I'm feeling swing. I'm not a loser, no, I'm the chooser. I'm feeling really fine, I'm doing it all the time. I'm doing my thing, I'm feeling swing. You look at me weird, I'm not to be feared. There's no reason to run, I'm just having fun. I'm having a ball, and you know that's not all. I'm just ranting and raving, I ain't misbehaving. I just want to sing, I'm feeling swing. Can do my thing, cause now I'm feeling swing. I'm not a loser, no, I'm the chooser. I'm feeling really fine, I do it all the time. I'm doing my thing, I'm feeling swing. I'm doing my thing, yeah. I'm feeling swing, I'm feeling swing. You know I am. I'm feeling, I'm feeling, I'm feeling, I'm feeling, I'm feeling swing. I'm feeling swing, I'm feeling swing. I'm feeling swing, I just want to sing. Been low for a while, now I got my style. I'm feeling kinda groovy, maybe a bit goofy. I can do my thing, cause now I'm feeling swing. I'm not a loser, no, I'm the chooser. I'm feeling really fine, I'm doing it all the time. I'm doing my thing, I'm feeling swing. I'm thinking this new feeling, it keeps me healing. It's cool being a hero, I ain't no zero. I'm feeling swing, I just wanna sing. I'm feeling swing, I just wanna sing. I'm feeling swing, I'm feeling swing, I'm feeling swing.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Tom Pagano Show. We had a few minute late start, but hey, good things come to those who wait, right? That's what I'm told. But anyway, I wanted to start off this show with a little happy-go-lucky song. I think sometimes people get down. They need an uplifting song, something to sing, something to lift their spirits. And that's a song I wrote that I feel swing is talking about feeling good. As you can see by the video I put together, it makes people dance, it makes them happy, and that's what we need. So if you want to use this song as an uplifting song, feel free, or get your favorite song, and then when you're feeling down a little bit, sing that song, and it'll help you put a smile on your face. And I just want to let you know, if you want to see that song and other songs, my channel, The Entertainment Window, will be renamed and rebranded as The Tom Pagano Show. So you can go there and check out that video and watch it anytime you want, because it's playing on a constant loop, or you can go and click on and say, I want to feel swing, and play that song. And right now, like I said, there's 7 hours worth of content and programming. We use TV terms, programming up there. So go check it out. It'll be rebranded the Tom Pagano Show on Roku and Amazon Fire, and that should be happening in a day or so. So go to the Roku store and Amazon, and look, type in the search app for Tom Pagano Show. Click it, and it'll be on your Roku stick for as long as you want it to. So check it out and enjoy it. And I have some other good news. Guess what? I'm going to go on retirement number 7. Yes, that's right. My retirement lasted a full 2 weeks. That's right, people. 2 weeks. So I just signed my NOA with the production company. So I'll be going out with the Strokes for a month. For this leg, it goes from the 24th of August through September 21st, and there'll be some time off in the middle. But yeah, out of retirement for at least another month, and maybe someday, maybe I can make double digits by this year. But anyway, I'm looking forward to to seeing all the people again, and we're kind of trying to keep it a surprise. But if they're watching the show, they're going to see that I'm there. But also Keeks, the production manager, had to know. So Dave, told her, and I have to make her pancakes because she got me the pancake mix, and I did the whole video with the pancakes. So part of my return, I have to make pancakes. So we'll figure out how that's gonna work. But yep. So I'm really kind of happy to be on tour. They're actually in Japan right now. A lot of the crew. The video crew is home except for Nolan, the director, and Kyle, the media servant. They're over in Japan with the band and lighting, and they're playing there for the next 2 weeks, and then they come home, and we have a couple shows on the West Coast, I think in Vancouver, Oregon, and somewhere else, and then then we go down to Florida, do a couple shows in Florida, Tampa, Jersey, and then that's it for the leg. So so I'm kind of excited to be back with the boys and girls of the crew of the Strokes. But anyway, I want to keep on the music theme and talk. Like I said, I promote the Tom Pagano Show, and there's a lot of good footage on there, and a lot of fun stuff. And I'm going to play a little video now that you may or may not seen it. I don't remember if I played on here because I have done so many shows, and I've done so much stuff that I can't remember. But this is a little clip called "Music Is in the Air," and it's when I went cross country, shooting bands, local acts, live bands, and just had a lot of fun. So you see some bands from here through to California. I might have played it, but this is more stuff that you'll see on the Tom Pagano Show. There's it's going to be music, and I'm working to get some artists, and on here I'm working to get some get the live interviews up and going. I'll probably get that happening again once I finish the tour and go into retirement number 7. One of the people I'm working, talking with is Andy Brown, who's a musician from here in Georgia, and a great songwriter, and he's an ex-roadie, and he works in the production field. So we're going to be doing some stuff with him. He's going to perform for us, and we'll do an interview, and a lot more people I have lined up, and I'll get some more roadies on here to talk about the roadie life and some other things. But people, also, any questions, I think I could see them up on my screen. Now, if you want to ask me any questions about music, you want to ask me any questions about the roadies, anything about the Tom Pagano Show on here and on Roku and Amazon, or any questions about life, if I could help you out, ask. What's the worst that could happen? I could give you the wrong information and screw up. I won't give you the wrong information. But anyway, so feel free to write me some questions, and because that's the whole purpose of going live, because I could do this as a pre-recorded thing, and then you'll never be able to ask me questions. So that's why I'm doing it live. I go live. I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this live for you. So ask me questions. But while you're thinking of questions, I'm going to play this tape called Music is in the Air. And let me get over to it. So enjoy this, and I'll be right back.
But first, I'm going to go take you down a journey of some live acts that I recorded over the years as I traveled the U.S. From Georgia all the way to California. And that's pretty much what this show is about today, is supporting the local artists throughout the country. They're out there, they're working, they're busking, having a good time, bringing you some good music. So we got to get out there and appreciate them, show them the love, and support us. So this is a compilation of a couple bands and performers that I met on my journey across the USA.
You saw it coming, and you waited at your screen. You were hoping for a different ending, but the hopelessness screamed. It screamed when it should crash. When we broke you, then how did you feel? Well, all you did was smash consoling. It feels like a nightmare, like you've been used till you can't move. Did you see a crash coming? Was it out of the blue? Blindsided, didn't hurt body. Was anyone there? Are you lonely? Are you wasted? Is there anything left? Exhausted? Do you feel like dying? Can you even move anything? crash? When were you broken? And how did you feel when all you do is smashed and stolen? Right on your back, it feels like a nightmare, like you've been used and you can't move. Did you see a crash coming? Was it out of the blue? Blindsided, didn't hurt badly. Was anyone there? Are you lonely? Are you wasted? Is there anything left exhausted? Do you feel like dying? Can you even move anything? Can you even move anything? When did you crash? When were you broken? And how did you feel when all you knew was smashed and stolen? Right on your back, feels like a nightmare, like you've been raped. When did you crash? When were you broken? And how did you feel when all you knew was smashed and stolen? Right on your back, feels like a nightmare, like you've been raped and you can't move, but you know he's coming for you. Did you see a crash coming? Was it out of the blue? Blindsided, didn't hurt badly. Was anyone there? Are you lonely? Are you wasted? Is there anything left exhausted? Do you feel like dying? Can you even move? Did you see a crash coming? Was it out of the blue? Blindsided, didn't hurt badly. Was anyone there? Are you lonely? Are you wasted? Is there anything left exhausted? Do you feel like dying? Can you even move anything? Can you even move anything? Can you move? Can you
I don't know why the sunshine in the morning time, shining my light through the tunnel. Hey, hey. I don't know why I can't fly like a bird who wants some wings. This in my world, cry somebody, hear me. Everybody got a voice, nobody wanna hear. So I'm speaking it for them, gotta open up your ears. All these shooters in the street, who you think gon' win? These devils steady left, she locked up in the pen. How we got more jails than we even got schools. They even think we fools, make me wanna fire too. Why stay in the press? Why stay in the news? Okay from me, everybody know it's cool. I don't know why. Sunshine in the morning time, shining my light through the tunnel. Hey, hey. I don't know why can't fly like a bird or want some wings. It's in my world, cried somebody, hear me. Locked up, got a felony, not who you think gon' hire me. The government ain't for nobody. I think it's a conspiracy for the people trying to make the ends meet. For the hustler out there up in the street. For that Wall Street brother, single mother. I still love you, my sisters and brothers. Let's take a stand together. Apart we are weak. I got a plan for us. That's why I can't get sleep. We can move mountains, face size of mustard seed. If we just strategize, then we can all achieve. Oh, oh, oh. I don't know why. Sunshine in the morning. morning time, shining my light through the tunnel of hell. I don't know why I can't fly like a bird. I want some wings. This is my world cry.
Awesome.
Oh, gracious God, that I will speak to you. The sweetest life you gave me. Did you ever taste
that special, special eve. All the hot rod boys, they were wishing they were me. With your hand still in mine and my eyes shut tight, I put my lips to yours and we flew up through the sky. I wanna know why you couldn't leave. Red and yellow roses take confusion, but I want you, yes I want you to understand. I've never, almost done, almost never gone so far. When the sun came up that morning, we were still together. Well, I know it wasn't yours, but it sure wasn't mine. I know it wasn't yours, but it sure wasn't mine. Baby, baby girl, it was mine. First one
So that was pretty incredible, from the mountain jams of Dahlonega to the piers of Santa Monica to the beaches of Venice and all the music in between. That's great, people. Let's enjoy it. Let's keep the music, keep supporting this music, and let's keep on rocking on.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Oh, there we go. I just see that tape going over there. All right, so that was just a little bit of what you can see on the Tom Pagano Show on Roku and whatchamacallit, Amazon Fire. And that all that taping happened, some of it was here in Georgia, up in Dahlonega, some other places in Georgia, and the last couple of scenes were in Venice Beach in LA. That's where and the rest of the music happened, and that's all good and fun, and so let's keep that happening. That's what I want to bring for you. That's what I'm getting tongue tied here. That's what I want to bring to you guys is local entertainment, unsigned stuff that's raw, stuff that's good, and like I said, we got Andy Brown, who's going to be coming up, and so many others that is knocking on my door. We got George Boudicaz, who was a singer back in my day. I'm going to be talking with him, and he has some videos of his performing. So that I'm going to try to get on next week, get it set up. We could talk maybe live, or we could do it here on the show and play some of his songs, some of his recordings. But that's what we're working on. And a quick story I just wanted to tell about my retirement. The crew, they threw me a great, party, going away party, retirement party, 6 party. And I think I showed you the cards and everything they wrote. And, I made the pancakes. And guys, I don't expect another party. All right. I don't want a number 7 retirement party. I'm just glad to be back with you guys and having fun and doing some rock and roll and getting it out of my system, because one of these times it's going to stick. And like I said, I'm going to try not to make it double digits by the end of this year in retirement. But I want to on with the show. The last segment, I want to talk a little bit about other stuff that I used to do. I wasn't always a music roadie. I've been in the entertainment business, like almost 40 years. And I started out, as I told you, as an audio engineer at Donkey Al Studios. That's where I learned. And then, I worked right track in my father's place on Long Island. And then, I crossed over to video when it started happening. I worked at a TV station in Plattsburgh, New York, which was right across from Vermont. I did, little work there. And then kind of went on my own and, started doing my own productions. I think I showed you a couple of videos that I did with Broken Arrow, Todd Washburn. And I we did that. But I used to do a lot of corporate work too. Not my favorite, but, sometimes you got to do what's good with the bad. When you're freelance, you can't be choosy. And, so I did, did a lot of corporate, a lot of bigger companies. One I remember it was a corporate. It actually wasn't a corporate. It was Tony Roberts. It was he was doing his tour, his motivational tour, and it was at Madison Square Garden in the theater, and I was on him. I was set up on a couple risers, and pretty much following him around. It was maybe one or two cameras. I think one was a lock off on stage, and my job was to follow him, and he stayed on stage and everything was cool until one point he went out into the audience and I had to follow him, and I was spinning around on my platform. And if at corporate gigs, platforms aren't very steady, and he just went running past by me, and I just went to follow him, and my camera went boom, and me and the camera went down. But being the pro that I am, I popped right back up, set the camera back up, and I think maybe lost like a minute of the show. He didn't stop to ask if I was okay, just kept on going. Motivation. My motivation was to get back up there and keep the show going. So anyway, that was one corporate story, and and I did a lot of traveling with corporate stuff, and then I did a lot of work in New York as a local, a lot of bands and different corporate things, a lot of corporate shows, brought in a lot of music. But one of the shows I did a lot was a company called Quad A, the Army Aviation Association of America. I remember at one time I was the head of video department for Hilton Marriott in Long Island, and I got hired there, to run, to do, all their AV, and God, it was terrible, and I just hated it because it was like running around in a suit and tie, setting mics up in different rooms for different meetings. I lasted there for a little bit, but anyway, at that time I had a robotic camera system, and one of the hotels in Jersey needed to be recorded, and they called me and see if I was available to go down, and I did, and it was Army Aviation. I think it was the Mammoth division or group that was doing the meeting, and I went down there with my 2-camera robotic system and did the meeting, and Bill Harris, who was the events coordinator for the executive coordinator for them, liked me and brought me on. I did a show at Washington and grew. I worked with them for like 25 years, and I didn't even get a gold watch. And but I still do work with them on and off now. And but they were a fun group because they had the main conference, with the big show, with all the chapters coming down, and then throughout the year they had smaller shows. So it was busy, so I used to videotape them, and it started off, VHS, Super VHS, that's how long ago it was. And I used to, master it, and it was all cut live, so saving generations, because with video back then, the more times you copy, the more you lose on generation, and the worse it looks. So it was VHS, and it was a Super VHS, but we always had to make copies. So see if you guys remember, back in the day, there were copy houses where you go take your master, and there was tons of machines, and they would just, make run copies, and so I'd take orders and I would make them, and that went on for a couple of years. And then we grew up, but then we were able to record on CDs, DVDs, so that made that process easier. So I used to burn everything, and with DVDs, as there's really very little generation loss, so I used to make them, and then I went to the copies and had them make it until I bought my own little copy system, and I used to burn, edit their shows down and burn it. And then eventually we got up, to digital media, and then we used to put everything on their Facebook, not their Facebook, their YouTube channel. And, it was good work. It was fun work. And there was a lot of different things to shoot. But to make I've kind of rambled on about that story, but I'm trying to intro a tape that I'm going to show you. I think it was 2011, down at, Gaylord Opry House, was probably where they did most of their sessions and the bigger meetings, conventions. And I went down there one week, and I used to always shoot their helicopter landings. That was a big thing. They fly all in the helicopters, and they would be on display. But a couple of days before, they would all fly in, and I used to go down there and shoot. And when I did it, I always had to get music to kind of fit it. So one year I was feeling kind of creative. I took my guitar, my drum machine, and a 4-track recorder, and my time off between the landing of the helicopters and shooting the rest of the convention, I stayed in my room and recorded this song, and I used it for the show, the helicopter landing. So that is what I'm going to show you now. I hope you enjoy it. It's this was something that was a little bit of fun. But I'm going to a quick story before I'm full of quick stories. A quick story before I show you this video. The very first time I shot in the helicopter landing, I think it was in Texas at Fort Worth, and the helicopters, they outside the convention center, they closed off the streets, and I would shoot them. And I remember I was shooting first the smaller helicopters, as the technical term, the small birds were coming in, and then the Chinook, which you'll see on here, which is a huge double propeller. And I remember I was setting up underneath to shoot it, and one of the Army guys, came up to me and says, "I don't think you want to be standing here." And he goes, "When that Chinook gets lower, when it's about 400 feet above your head, the wind speed is equivalent to a Category 3 hurricane. So I don't think you want to stand under it." And I took his word, and I moved the hell out of here. And that's one thing that always had to be done. There had to be insurance, because when we in Texas, they always had to take all the street lights out, because the wind from the helicopters would just rip them out. The foliage would rip them out, and it was crazy. But this was done in the parking lot of Gaylord. But I'm going to shut up now and play you the video. This is, I think it was 2011. But here we go. Let me start this video, and here we go. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. That was called Copter Boogie by Tom Pagano. That's me. And yeah, so that was some of the other stuff that I do. But now, like I said, touring is coming to an end, so I'll be doing a lot more of that. Yeah, touring's coming to an end. I have one more month, and then retirement, number 7. But anyway, any guys have any, or girls out there, have any questions for me before we move on and I say goodnight? If you do, type them in. I'm looking on Facebook. And I can see, and I'm looking on YouTube, and really no questions, but I see some people are watching. I thank you, everybody that it's tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the Tom Pagano Show. Remember, spread the word that Tom Pagano is back. He has his new show. He has a show here, and I'm constantly plugging Roku and Amazon because it's a great channel. It's something great to put on and look for some entertainment. Like I said, looking for all kinds of performers. If you're a comedian, artist, whatever, you could email me at tompaganovideo@gmail.com and send me a message and how I could get a hold of you, and let's chat and let's do some stuff. There's actually a woman that's doing a great job here in Flowery Branch. She's painting the wall of the underpass here in town right as you get off of 985, and she's doing a really incredible job. And I've seen her a couple of times. She must work at night, because it's really kind of hard to do it during the day. But anyway, she's doing an incredible job, so I'm trying to get a hold of her. I'd like to talk to her and show you some of her work, and I'm sure she has a great story to tell about creating that painting on the wall of the bridge and some other work. So that will be coming up. And like I said, people, any of you know anybody or in a band that want to do a video or want to be on here, contact me, tompaganovideo@gmail.com. All right, guys. It was great being here. I'm going to have a show on next week, and then there'll be another quick, short hiatus, a week or two while I'm gone, because I have a week or two off in between. So I'll probably do something on my time off before the last couple of shows. So I'll be here next week. I'm going to try to get a hook up with George and do an interview with him. Hopefully, most likely live here, and get some videos of him showing his band and talk music. He was a singer in the 70s, and I'm sure he has a lot of good rock and roll stories. So again, people, thank you for tuning in to the Tom Pagano Show. Again, spread the word and go to the channel. If you're feeling sad, sing a happy song. And if you want, like I said, my go-to is I Feel Swing, because I wrote it and kind of makes me, but do whatever song you need to put a smile on your face, because a smile is better than a frown. Doesn't rhyme, but it kind of works. So smile on, rock on. I'm going to take you out with a busker that we shot when I was in Dublin, Ireland, about 2 years ago. So here we go. Until next week, I'm Tom Pagano. You're not. I'll see you. Rock on. Peace and love. Rock on.